And so I wanted to take a second to hear from your perspective. What do you guys see as like the primary drivers behind vaccine hesitancy?
Well, this goes back for over 100 years, longer than that. I mean, I think there are some folks who are going to question the science and some of the and some of the information that's out there regarding all forms of medication. But we can go back to Jacobson ruling from the Supreme Court, which was back in the early 1900s, where there was a smallpox outbreak. And at that point in time, it was a ruling for public health measures that everybody had to get vaccinated for smallpox, or they had to pay a fine. And Jacobson said he didn't want to. He didn't want to get vaccinated and he refused to pay the fine. This went up to the Supreme Court. It was ruled that it was in the public health interest that he get vaccinated. And I think ultimately he ended up paying the fine. But so there's a long history of precedent for public health issues that we need to appreciate the public health and we need to appreciate the importance of vaccines. You know, over the years, there have been many concerns that have been clearly scientifically proven wrong, that there was concerns that vaccines led to autism. And, you know, my God, we don't need to go over this again and again and again in the science because it's been shown that the article that was in the Lancet and oh gosh, Wakefield, I can't remember what year it was, but I mean, the guy fudged the science, completely fudged the science about autism. And that has been proven time and time again that this was wrong and that vaccines do not lead to autism. We've seen a rise in autism over the last few decades. Is that because we're diagnosing it more? Is it, because we're able to make the diagnosis more easily? Is it due to other factors? We don't know, but it is not vaccines. Vaccines have been shown over the last 50 years to save, I was looking it up in the World Health Organization. So at least 154 million lives have been saved over 50 years. And since the measles vaccine came out in 74, 94 million lives have been saved due to the measles vaccine. So do we follow the science of what vaccines have done? The World Health Organization has called it the single greatest contribution of any health intervention to ensure that babies make it to their first year and that they go on to lead healthy lives. So the single most important innovation.